Hello everybody and welcome to Game A Dayer. It is day 273 here on Game A Dayer. My name is Step and today it is a Sunday, which means of course it is a Storytime Sunday. And today we are going to play Club Life. I'm scared. Club Life. A reclusive student is forced to join several clubs. Can he make it through the year? And will he gain any new friends along the way or even find love? This game has very positive reviews. It's from Dharker Studios again and is available on Steam for $13.49. So if you want to play Club Life for your very own, then you can absolutely get yourself a copy. But first, why don't you join us while we play it? Okay. Nice. Alright. Support us on Patreon. Even game developers are using this little... Yeah, cool. So I guess we'll just start. Now, I don't know how much this is actually true, but at least in pop culture, clubs are a huge part of, like, Japanese high school life, after, like, extracurriculars, so that's basically what club life means. Anyway, Sean. I'm gonna call you Sho. At last, senior year. In 2 semesters, I'll be free of this place forever. Graduation can't come soon enough. Miss Navarra. Good morning, Sean. Sho. Hello. Miss Raven Navarra is both our upper-level math teacher and the homeroom teacher for my class. She's got nice style. I like her. She takes roll and then fills the board with notes for her first class while the morning's announcements are read over the intercom. All around me, my classmates chatter to friends they haven't seen since last year. Another year of this. Great. Now remember, this is your final year at Westmore High. You might not like all of your classes, but you might not always get along with your classmates, but in June it will all end. Make the most of this final year together. Now, have a great day if I don't see you later. Too bad all of my teachers aren't as nice, like Miss Navarra. I gather up my books and head for the door. First up, chemistry. Sean, may I speak to you for a moment? It won't take long. I'll write a note if you're late for your next class. Even with a note, being late on the first day is pretty bad. What is it? The yearly activities fair is today at 1 after your lunch period. Yeah, I know. Wait, is that during your class? I thought I had English after lunch. No, it's not during my class. I brought it up because I want you to make a special effort to visit some of the stalls. Why? You rarely interact with your fellow students outside of group activities. Is that really any of her business? This year, I want you to join at least 2 clubs. What? Do I have to? I mean, there's no club requirement to graduate, is there? No, but I worry about the amounts of time you spend alone. Everyone needs friends, Sean. Not everyone. More importantly, you asked me to write recommendation letters for you. I looked into each place, and all of them want to know about your interpersonal and social activities, as well as your academic record. That's not fair. Fair or not, it's what they want. Whether or not you join clubs this year, I'll write an honest letter. I'm giving you a chance to make that letter the best it can be. This is really, really not fair. Actually, I think it sounds very decent. I think she's a fantastic teacher from what I see so far. I don't get it. Not everyone likes to be around other people. There's nothing wrong with that. Maybe I don't want her to write those letters at all. Before you decide, let me ask you one thing. Are you happy? Huh? It's a simple question. You're right, some people just aren't social. They're happier as loners, working by themselves. Then there are people who isolate themselves for other reasons. So I'll ask again, are you happy? But talking to people won't make me happy. It'll just make things worse. 2 clubs, Sean. Think about it. I think about Miss Navarra's words during my morning classes, and as I ate lunch by myself, in a corner of the cafeteria. When 1 o'clock rolls around, I head toward the corridor where the club stalls are set up. It's so loud. Okay, I know 2 clubs I'm not joining. The ones with all the screaming idiots around their stands. Ugh. As I wander between displays, I look for the ones that seem the least chaotic. There's a club for running the school newspaper? I didn't even know we had a school newspaper. There's no one at this stand either, just a sign-up list. Maybe its members don't have to do a whole lot? It's good to see you here. Oh yeah, I decided to come look. I really don't know what clubs to join though. Have you considered the tennis club? Some of its key members graduated last year, so they're eager to recruit new people. I could do that. I used to play tennis as a kid. I bet I could get back into it. And it's apparently a choice she'll approve of. You said 2 clubs, right? I'll look around a little more. Alright, but it's almost time to make a decision. It's easier to browse as the crowd begins to thin out. Many people came knowing what clubs they want to sign up for. Oh, hello. Hello? This is usually the point where they tell me why their club is the best. Oh, here. She handed me a pamphlet. Swim team, huh? Yep, lots of fun and competition. That might not be so bad. And that girl seemed nice enough. It's almost over. Have you had any luck? I guess I've narrowed down my choices down to the school newspaper, tennis club, or swimming club. Good choices. Remember, you have to pick 2. The girl from the swim team was friendly, so I know I wouldn't be surrounded by people who hate me. I know how to play tennis, so I'll have an advantage there. The newspaper is a complete mystery, and I still don't see anything but a sign-up list. So will you join the tennis club? Okay, so here's where we make our decisions. I think we have to pick 2 of the 3, and I want to say yes because I like her, and she's recommending it. And I kind of want to say yes to the swim club because I figure my watch is going off, and that's always a sign that you should be swimming. No, because I figure that the people who watch these videos might like to see some swimsuits. But I think what I'm going to do is pick tennis and newspaper because newspaper seems mysterious. So, yes, we'll join tennis. Yes, I think I'll play some tennis this year. Now you just have to pick 1 more club. What second club will you join? Newspaper, swimming. Newspaper, swimming. Newspaper. I might as well see what the newspaper club is all about. Weird, the stand is still empty. I'll just sign my name and hope. I think you'll be very happy in the clubs you picked. We'll see, I guess. I go home wondering what it will be like to be in a club. I'll learn soon enough if I've made the right choices. My first club meeting is tomorrow. Tennis club meets every Tuesday at 3:30 after classes end. I wonder what Mom and Dad will say when I tell them I joined 2 clubs. What are those supposed to be? Those aren't like lychee, are they? Or not lychee, longan. Are there such things as yellow cherries? Sorry, I'm getting distracted by the background. I wonder what Mom and Dad will say. They'll probably be just as enthusiastic about the idea as Miss Navarro was. Wish I was that confident. Ah well, dinner won't be for a few hours yet. What should I do until then? Watch television, do homework, plan for my future. Let's do homework. Better get my homework out of the way before I do anything else. I want to get this year off to a good start. Time passed quicker than I expected. For better or for worse, my newfound club life is about to begin. The first 2 days of school have gone all right. Now it's time to face the social aspect. Hi? The kids around me stand in small groups, too caught up in their own conversation to pay any attention to me. Well, that's fine, I guess. I'm here to satisfy Miss Navarra, not to actually socialize. Still, you'd think they'd at least welcome new members. Jerks. The clear chime of the clock cuts through the chatter as it signals the half hour. It's 3:30, but why is the clock chiming instead of a normal school bell? As everyone settles down, I follow the source of the sound to a golden clock in the uppermost bleacher. It looks out of place enough, but the sight of the girl... it looks out of place enough, but the sight of the girl beside it creates a cold pit of dread in my stomach. Melissa. All right, everyone, you heard the chime. She waves a hand with immaculate painted nails toward the clock. Welcome to a wonderful new year of tennis club. I have no doubt this year we shall crush our opponents. After all, who are we? Everyone around me shouts together in a deafening roar. Westmore High Tennis Club! And who will lead us to victory? Lady Melissa! Lady Melissa. I think I'm gonna be sick. If I'd known she was involved, I wouldn't have joined. Why didn't I ask Miss Navarra for more details about the club? It's too late to leave. You can't change clubs after the first day, and Miss Navarra said I had to be in 2. Why can't you change clubs? Why can't you join clubs whenever you want? That's senseless. Damn it. Thank you, everyone, for your devotion. It will not go unrewarded. Melissa is in my grade, as much as I'd like to forget it. Her family is rich because her father is the head of a vast electronics company. Her wealth has made her one of the most popular kids in school. That, and people think she's beautiful. I'd never hate her for being rich or popular or beautiful, or even a little grandiose. But she's the one who ruined my life after Laura rejected me. Melissa turned me into a public spectacle, and school became a nightmare. When we reached high school, I thought I could avoid her. I believe there are some new names on our roster this year. Newcomers, please present yourselves. Blood rushes to my ears, but I step out in front of the assembled club members. 2 others join me, a nervous-looking girl and a guy whose awestruck gaze is fixed on Melissa. Do I have to buy into that Lady Melissa crap? Welcome, all of you. You will find a warm, inviting environment here at Tennis Club, provided you pull your weight. We have no place for those who do not give us their best effort. Her gaze lingers on me as she says that. The girl looks like she's about ready to pass out. The guy still gawks at Melissa. If I get kicked out of the club, I'll be in big trouble. I guess I'll devote myself to the team. If I get kicked out, it'll be sad. I guess I'll try my best. It is traditional for new members to give a speech. However, we should not waste time on 3 speeches today. Sean, why don't you represent the newcomers? Me? Do you see another Sean around here? Say you're happy to join the team. Promise you give your all. Promise you give your all. We may be new, but we won't be weak links. We'll practice hard, play well, and work together. Above all, we'll remember that this is the Westmore High Tennis Club, and that's what matters. Impressive words. Hear him, all of you, and remember that this is what you're aiming for. Wow, that actually wasn't too bad. Now, will talking lead us to victory? Like earlier, the tennis club hive mind bellows the answer. It will not! What will? Lady Melissa! By gods, I've joined a cult. Seriously? Yet my guidance alone is not enough. After a long summer of sun and fun, I'm certain many of you are out of practice. Split into pairs for your first practice session. Newcomers, I will not have you tarnishing the rest of the team until I have assessed your skills. Oh, brother. 2 of you shall work together, a 3rd shall work with me. Begin. At least she narrowed down my choices, but I hate choosing a partner. Who should I practice with? The nervous girl. The girl who joined the club this year is standing all by herself. She doesn't even make contact with me as I walk to her. Hi, do you want to practice together? She nods without a word, but she looks miserable. The third newcomer races past us toward Melissa. At least someone is happy. So, have you ever played tennis before? She shakes her head. Am I going to have to provide all the conversation? Well, I have, so let's start with basics. I've never taught anyone how to play tennis. Her lack of enthusiasm makes it a bit depressing. This is a tennis court, not the gallows. Could you at least smile once? We practice until the golden clock at the bleachers chimes 4:30, so I've been here an hour. An excellent first day, everyone. Our next meeting will be even better. Once again, the returning club members seem to have rehearsed lines. Yes, it will! Have a wonderful week. We love Lady Melissa! I really hope I don't have to do that to stay in the club. As I pack up my things and leave, I swear Melissa glares at me the entire time. How did I end up in the club with her? Where the hell am I? Oh, the curtains are open. That's so weird. Alright, it could be a nightmare. I don't know why she hates me, but our time in high school hasn't changed anything. But I have to stick with the club. I'll make it somehow. Thursday, time for the newspaper club. After my first club meeting, I'm a little nervous about this one. The sign-up sheet said to meet in room 117 at 3:30. Room 117? I don't think I've ever had a class in there. Room 114, 115, 116, 118, 119... Wait. At the end of one hall is room 116. Room 118 is on the wall across from it. There's nothing in between. Hey, excuse me. Do you know where I can find room 117? Anyone? Are you lost? Do you know where room 117 is? There is no room 117. But that's impossible. I have a meeting there in a few minutes. Besides, who would build a school with rooms 116 and 118, but leave out 117? I don't know. But I do know that we don't have a room 117. Oh, well, thanks. She walks away. I stare at the empty wall between the two rooms. I just don't get it. Was it a mistake on the sign-up sheet? What am I gonna do now? Sure, check the wall for a secret door. Seems silly, but you never know. As I approach the wall where room 117 should logically be and tap it. I feel like I'm in a spy movie. Ah! Excellent shot. What? Yes, this will be perfect for our first feature. Meet the newspaper staff. Who are you? My name's Kylie. Oh, I'm Sean, from a grade above mine. You know me? Did you think you could infiltrate the club without being investigated? Infiltrate the... Oh! You're the newspaper club. Anyone who wishes to join the forces of journalism must be investigated and tested. This girl seems a little strange. Did I pass the invitation? Your background checked out just fine. However, your investigative skills could use a little work. At least you kept trying even after the girl told you room 117 didn't exist. Before acceptance into the club, I wanted to see what you would do when faced with a mystery. Behold, the first mystery of Westmore High. Why is there no room 117? You mean you did that on purpose? It was a test. She opens the door to room 116. Come on. What have I gotten myself into? Welcome to a new year of Newspaper Club. Let's begin. Shouldn't we wait for the rest of the club to arrive? Let me introduce you to the rest of the club. She bows. Hi. What? You mean we're the only members of the newspaper club? You ask a lot of questions. That's a great trait for a reporter to have. Yes, the Westmore High Times currently has a staff of 2. Is that a problem? Were there other members? There's that inquisitive mind again. You were born for this, I can tell. And yes, other members joined the club before. This is the newspaper's 3rd year. So, did they graduate? No, quit. Most left the club after 1 or 2 weeks. A few liked the newspaper in concept, but abandoned it once the real investigating began. And then there was one jerk who failed her initiation. Failed? What happened? She didn't ask anyone for help to finding the meeting. She just shrugged and went home. For a moment, Kylie looks like she wants to hit something, but then she smiles. Enough about the past. Now, unless you plan to run out on me, then I hereby call the first meeting of Newspaper Club to order. Let's get down to business. Our first goal is to re-establish the newspaper. I didn't realize our school had a newspaper until I saw your stand at the activities fair. Exactly. We effectively didn't have a newspaper until now because I didn't have a writer. A newspaper is nothing but photographs, doesn't really cut it, you know? So I'm going to be the writer for the school newspaper. I should tell her the truth. As long as you can handle the pictures, I'll be fine. Writing is one of my strongest subjects. Is writing a subject? Fantastic! We don't want to be one of those school newspapers riddled with grammatical errors, you know? Yeah, that would be embarrassing. We'll start with something simple. Our first issue should announce the re-establishment of the newspaper itself and include our bios. Alright. The hour passes quickly as I scribble down notes for the article under Kylie's guidance. By the time 4:30 arrives, we have a draft of the announcement and a short biography from me. I hope she's not going to give me homework. So, we'll finish this at our next meeting, right? Yes, that sounds good. We can add my bio, polish the draft, and get it printed and distributed. Oh, and if you ever need me, just light a signal fire. What? See you next week. See you? Maybe I heard her wrong. I'm worn out. I didn't feel this tired after my other club, and that one's a sport. It must be Kylie. Talking to her is exhausting. This could be a very long school year. Oh, thank God it's Friday, as they say. This has probably been the most exhausting first week of school I've ever had. And now I can look forward to a whole year's worth of weeks like this. At least, I only have classes to worry about today. How are you enjoying your clubs? Oh, they're interesting. I'm glad to hear it. You're already creating a bit of a stir, you know. A stir? That doesn't sound good. What sort of a stir? Don't look so alarmed. I think things are going to work out, Sean. Thanks. All of my Friday classes go well. If academics were all I had to deal with, I'd be confident about this final year. But these clubs... I just don't want to deal with people. This year, it looks like I can't avoid it. Another Tuesday, another afternoon of enduring Melissa. There she is, up in the bleachers with her precious clock. That new guy looks like he's trying to talk to her, but she's ignoring him. Typical Melissa behavior. The clock chimes. Welcome, everyone, to another glorious meeting. I'm certain we'll do well, because who are we? Great, here we go again. Westmore High Tennis Club. And who will lead us to victory? Lady Melissa! What's wrong with these people? I regret to inform you that one of our newcomers has left. It's a pity, but some simply cannot endure the rigors and challenges necessary for this team. There were only 3 of us, so it isn't hard to figure out. The girl who was so nervous last time is nowhere to be seen. I wish I could quit. I didn't even know that girl's name. Or the name of Melissa's new worshiper. Wait, I don't know the names of anyone on the team. Isn't that supposed to be a social event? Sean? Yes? Is there something more important to you than the success of your tennis club? You had the distinct look on your face of someone not paying attention. What is so important? Sorry, sometimes I just get a little caught up in my thoughts. Indeed. Try to keep your contemplative urges in check while you're here, and I can answer your question. You will become a valuable player in the Westmore High Tennis Club and devote yourself to us. Devote? Does she want my whole life to revolve around tennis now? Alright, everyone. What leads us to victory? I refuse to join this chant. Lady Melissa! And practice! Excellent. We'll pick up where we left off last time. Pair up and practice your moves. Newcomers, you're a pair. With the new girl gone from the club, I no longer get to choose my partner. I'd feel a little better about it if the guy didn't scowl as soon as I made eye contact. Hi, I'm Sean. Conversations are supposed to have two sides. Come on. In response, he tosses the tennis ball into the air and slams it toward me with his racket. The force behind it suggests he'd rather a more dangerous sport, like dueling to the death. Ah! My tennis opponent is trying to kill me. I use my tennis skills to defend myself. Hey, buddy, I played tennis as a kid. I know a trick or two. As the ball hurtles toward me, I bring up my racket and knock it back at him. Haha! What ensues is the most violent match of tennis possible without anyone actually breaking the rules. Man, what's with this guy? At least I held my own. I haven't felt this good about a sport in a long time. Mercifully, the hour passed without any injuries. Another wonderful practice. Will the next one be better? Yes, it will! I wish you a successful and fruitful week. We love you, Lady Melissa! Thank God I can get out of here. Is it worth this much aggravation? Maybe Miss Navarra's recommendation letters aren't really that important. I gather up my stuff and head for the edge of the tennis court. From the side of the bleachers by her clock, Melissa beckons. I'll walk over to her. What is it? I want to discuss your attitude. Oh, this ought to be good. There's nothing wrong with my attitude. Ha! Let's see. You're always scowling. You don't socialize with the other members. You daydream during today's opening speech. And you refuse to participate in the chant. Chant? Oh, the Lady Melissa nonsense? I want an explanation. What do you have against the tennis club? It's not the club, it's you. Haha, I don't think you'd have the courage to say that. She's smiling. You're happy I dislike you? I'm pleased you didn't lie. Liars have no place on a team such as this one. Your honesty does you a credit, if you say so. Will your feelings toward me be a problem for the team? No. I certainly hope not. When the tension between two members negatively affects the team, one of the members has to go, and I dare say Lady Melissa cannot abandon her team. It won't be a problem. She doesn't reply. We stare at each other in silence for a few minutes. At last, she stands up to leave. What was that all about? Oh well, at least my feelings are out in the open now. That should make things better, I hope. From the bleachers, the clock chimes and I hurry away. Looks like I'm the first one here. Though I guess there'd be a 50-50 chance I'm not. I really hope this isn't another test. Quick reaction times, good! What did you expect to happen when you jumped out like that? I think I still prefer your first picture for the bio, though. Do you ever warn people before you take their pictures? Of course. Why wouldn't I? That's what I was wondering. Kylie ducks under the desk again and returns with a folder, which she set on a student desk and opens. Here's what we got done last time. First draft of the article announcing the newspaper rebirth and your biography. And here's the photo I'm going to add. We should be able to finish the rest today and get the first issue distributed tomorrow. Friday should be a good distribution day for the newspaper. It gives our readers all weekend to enjoy it. Let's finish this. to write up a quick bio for yourself? What do you want included in your bio? I grab a blank sheet of notebook paper and a pencil so I can take notes. Do you want to ask questions like this is an interview? Since these are short bios, we should probably only include the details you consider most important. Good thinking. I like your style, boy. Oh, brother. I was born right here in this town. As a kid, I always played outdoors in the woods. That must be what sparked my love of adventure. More than anything else, I've always wanted to discover the truth. Solve mysteries, uncover secrets, stuff like that. Growing up, I knew I had two choices: become a detective or become a newspaper photographer. Those were your only choices? I thought you said this wasn't an interview. Yes, but why were those your only choices? There are other jobs that involve looking for the truth. Oh, fine, spoil sport. Growing up, I narrowed down my choices to 2 careers. Satisfied? Sure. Anyway, if I may continue. The teacher said I couldn't start a detectives club, so I decided to revitalize the old Westmore High Times. High Times. I've been working on it ever since then, and now it's my junior year here. Before I graduate next year, I hope to complete my age-old hunt for Wessie the Sea Monster and... Wait, what? Is something wrong? You're hunting Wessie the Sea Monster? Yes, what's wrong with that? Oh, are you a Wessian? What? People who love Wessie. I call them Wessians. Don't worry, when I say hunt, I just mean I'm looking for her. I'm not going to shoot her or anything. Except with this. Give me some warning before you do that. I did. Oh, sure. But anyway, who or what is Wessie the Sea Monster? What? You've never heard of Wessie? Are you sure you don't mean Nessie? I like your sense of humor. Wessie is our monster, silly. There have been Wessie sightings ever since Westmore High was founded. Sometimes she's spotted in the lake nearby. One reporter saw her in the swimming pool. Seriously? Seriously. Most stories find her loping across the football field in the night, on her way from one body of water to another. I saw her when I was a little girl, and I've been searching for her ever since. I see. What's wrong? Aren't you interested in Wessie? I don't believe Wessie exists. A sea monster? Not only that, but a sea monster here? I don't buy it. Whatever you and the others saw, it wasn't a monster. Why is she smiling? A healthy dose of skepticism, I see. An excellent trait for a reporter. But I assure you, Wessie is real. Uh-huh. I know more about this school and its legends than anyone else. Each time I started the newspaper club, I tried to find a huge story, one that would really make us stand out. You'd be surprised at the secrets Westmore High School has. So if you ever have a question about something at Westmore High, come to me, okay? For example, are you curious about anyone at the school? I'm curious about you. Me? Well, good. The newspaper staff should know each other well. But you already have my biography, right? So maybe we should just get back to work. Wow, I flustered her. Right, let's finish up my bio, get everything polished, and head to the office to print her up. Okay. The rest of the meeting is calm, by Kylie's standards. Once everything is ready, we go to the main office. There's a bit of excitement when she gets the copier to shoot pages everywhere, but the secretary helps us. Our simple article and bios actually look good when they're printed together with the newspaper format Kylie designed. The result is a stack of papers we leave in the mailbox of each homeroom teacher to pass out the next day. Excellent! The Westmore High Times will be reborn! If anyone asks you about the articles, say something positive about the club. Alright. See you next week! And once again, I'm exhausted after working on the newspaper. I better get home and get ready for tomorrow's classes. So, I guess the week has 3 days. Tuesday, Thursday, Friday. 1 day free of clubs. Then a 3-day weekend before it all begins again. 3-day weekend, eh? Nice article, Sean. I particularly like the part about Wessie the sea monster. You believe in her too? Believe? I saw her once. Oh? Wow, I didn't expect that. It's a normal Friday, except for one oddity. As I walk through the hallways, club members wave at me. These people aren't my friends. Why would they wave? I haven't had many real friends since the disaster with Laura, but I refuse to let thoughts of Laura ruin my Friday. Who's Laura? I want to know who Laura is. Nothing like a long weekend to recover from school. I can close my eyes and pretend there's no one to bother me. I just wish the year ahead didn't feel so long. And here we're going to save. Save. And then we're going to go to the main menu, because that is going to be it for us for today. We only really got through the first little bit, but looks like this game could be interesting, and judging by the pictures on the Steam page, it could get quite out of hand. So if you enjoyed this video, please give it some love. Give it the old thumbs up. If you enjoy these videos in general, you should probably be subscribed to the channel. If you're not yet, please hit that subscribe button, and when you do, don't forget to hit that dingy bell, because that will let you know when I upload new videos, which I do every single day. Please remember that the first video on this channel to get 100 likes will get that video, get that game, a full playthrough as a bonus video for the channel. So if you want to find out more about Wessie, or find out who is this Laura and exactly what happened with Melissa and Sean, then give this video some love and have your family, friends, pets, and loved ones all do the same. Thanks so much for joining me today. My name is Step. We have been playing Club Life here on Game A Dare. Please come back tomorrow when we'll be playing something for Mobile Monday. And as far as I'm concerned, it's going to be an exciting one. So tune in for that. Thanks, everybody.